Hi, I'm Shannon with Itsy Bitsy Book Bits, and here's what readers are saying about Warriors of the Continuum Part 1, Arrival by Roger P. Heath. The novel skillfully interweaves several storylines. We are introduced to four friends who grew up together and have their lives forever changed after a meeting with a young adventurer, foreshadowing their role in the ensuing prophecy. Elsewhere, an enigmatic shadow brings an important reward to a dragon, and an unassuming bookseller becomes drawn into a compelling narrative. Heath seamlessly brings these various pieces together with a building sense of anticipation in an enormous, interconnected world. Arrival primed for epic grandeur with its reluctant warriors struggling to make sense of their new worlds and the seemingly impossible task laid out before them. The question of how the mysterious daemons will assist them only adds to the intrigue. This initial volume is a strong opener, promising a sweeping fantasy epic with mystery, fate, and the battle against impossible odds. That one came from Dark Fantasy Reviews on Goodreads. Here is what Matthew Bridger had to say on Goodreads. The characters of Jess, Beth, and Lanky are amazing and take you on an adventure like no other. I found the dialogue to be the best part of this book, although the description of the world and what's happening around these characters is just as good. It was a book I truly just had to finish, and I can't wait for the rest of the trilogy to find out more about their stories. An amazing first book for this author. This review comes from T. Turner 24480 on BookBub. Arrival, Warriors of the Continuum Book 1 is the very impressive debut novel of Roger P. Heath and the first book in the Warriors trilogy. This story blends the metaphysical and philosophical with time travel and destiny. The story crosses timelines and sends our main characters back 13,000 years. This book contains well-developed characters and outstanding world building. There is plenty of action, and you won't want to put it down. Highly recommend, and can't wait for book 2. Here is one from Amanda Felton on Amazon. This was such a good book. I was so impressed with the style of this book. I'm really getting more into this fantasy genre. This book definitely didn't disappoint. We start out by following Jess, who lost her twin sister, Ashay. Love this name, by the way. And she lost her in a really awful way. She was murdered by an unknown person. What's so cool, though, is Jess is having dreams that she is being told stuff like she's the guardian and needs to find her team and get them together. Dreams for me are huge. I'm a very vivid dreamer, and I remember my dreams very well, but I don't usually talk about them with my close friends like Jess does. She is lucky to have Aaron, Beth, and Trish. They even go on vacation together, and they help her to navigate her grief journey. Then, all of a sudden, we find Jess netting Lanky, and well, a string of events begin to unfold. I really don't want to give too much away because it's such a good read. Just know they travel back in time over 13,000 years. I mean, can you imagine? I think that would be so dang cool. I loved how well the author describes this. Such a good job. I mean, I'm a very visual reader, so this for me was so, so good. I envisioned all of this, and the pick I got was just amazing. I really can't wait for more from this series. I really can't. Y'all need to go get this book ASAP. This last review comes from Bobby Joe Wagner on Amazon. I enjoyed reading this fantasy book. This is my first book by this author, and I enjoyed their writing skills. I enjoyed how they use details to give the story a realistic feel. This is a well-written story where there is a lot going on, but I felt that the author did a great job of keeping me engaged throughout. I also enjoyed how I did not get lost in the story, and I could keep up with the characters. This is a story about what happens when the past and present times collide into one. The characters are strong, connectable, and they pull at my heartstrings throughout. They will take you on an adventure that you won't soon forget. I enjoyed watching the growth of the story, which made it entertaining to read. I found this book to be fast-paced, engaging, and a hard-to-put-down story. This is a great story that will keep you wanting to know what happens next. I highly recommend this book. And that's what readers are saying about Warriors of the Continuum Part 1, Arrival by Roger P. Heath. See you next time.